Good morning, everyone. My name is Kevin Meredith. I'm President at Engineering Design Systems. On behalf of EDSI and Autodesk, we'd like to thank you for joining today to learn more about the value of Autodesk Building Design Suites for building information modeling. Just a couple quick housekeeping notes before we get started. First of all, our attendees will be in listen-only mode. If you have questions, you can type them into the Q&A panel in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. We will be monitoring and answering questions during this session. Here's our agenda for today. First of all, we're going to talk about some industry trends that technology is attempting to address. Then we're going to talk about the value of Autodesk Building Design Suites specific to architects. We want to highlight some of the new products and new functionality of Revit in the 2014 version. Then we're going to show 4 brief video presentations of tools included in the Building Design Suites. We're going to be showing the new Recap product, Green Building Studio. We have a video on visualization and also one on Navisworks Manage for collaboration. Then we're going to hear from EDSI's AEC application engineer, Douglas Bray. He's going to share some of his experiences and best practices of firms that he has worked with in implementing building information modeling. First, let's talk about a few industry trends. There are some key trends that are driving change and opportunities in the AEC industry today. The first is urbanization. Over 50% of the world's population now lives in cities, and this trend will only continue. McKinsey estimates that by the year 2030, 5 billion people will live in urban areas, an increase from 3.5 billion today. The next trend pertains to natural resources. The availability of cheap natural resources, energy, water, materials, and land is diminishing. This is where sustainability is driving transformation in our industry. Industry and water in particular are major components in the cost of operations for corporations and municipal governments. So we all have an interest in converting to more efficient ways of constructing and managing buildings and infrastructure. Today's marketplace is intensely competitive. The global recession has dramatically affected the level of new construction and changed expectations for the bottom line. Owners and AEC service providers need to achieve more with less and deliver products faster with less environmental impact in order to be competitive and win. AEC projects are getting more complex. With increasing requirements for sustainability and collaboration, projects are getting more and more complicated. You now need to coordinate and communicate design, materials, schedules, budgets, compliance, across a dispersed team of stakeholders. And there's also an explosion of new technology, including cloud computing and mobile access. This is helping to change the way we work, giving us greater access to ever-growing amounts of data. Powerful computing capability is making analysis possible earlier, setting expectations for very realistic visualizations, and creating even more data to manage. We believe that building information modeling, or BIM, holds the key to addressing many of the business challenges that architects face. Building information modeling is an intelligent model-based process that provides insight for creating and managing building projects faster, more economically, and with less environmental impact. BIM can provide a way to gain greater project insight earlier in the design process, allowing us to make more informed decisions. A global market analysis and forecast done by Pike Research in 2012 on building information modeling concluded that for those who are or have been using BIM tools for a period of time, BIM has proven to be remarkably successful in the results it can produce. BIM has driven costs down and made the estimation process more accurate. In addition, Pike Research suggests as an energy conservation and carbon emissions become increasingly important on a global basis, the adoption of BIM tools and practices will become a higher priority, since they can significantly affect the efficient use of valuable and scarce resources. According also to Pike Research, early adopters of BIM tools and practices can gain a significant advantage over their competitors. BIM has both short and long-term benefits. Some of the benefits of BIM can be experienced on the user's first few projects, such as reduced errors and emissions and the reduction of rework. Other benefits require a longer time frame to demonstrate their value, such as overall reduced cost, maintaining repeat business, and increasing profits. The fastest growing long-term benefit, increased profits. This is going to drive the use of BIM in the future. As BIM processes become more standardized and the initial costs of adoption and implementation are amortized, firms using BIM have the ability to see a sustained impact on their profitability. Another fast-growing long-term benefit is fewer claims and litigation. This indicates a growing belief that as more problems are avoided during construction and claims measurably diminish, this will be a reliable benefit of the future. This slide shows the percentage of professions using BIM on more than 60% of their projects. BIM usage is increasing across the board. As this slide shows, architects have consistently been the heaviest BIM users due to the length of time that they've been involved with BIM. They are projected to reach industry-topping level of 75% by the year 2014. Engineers actually had the lowest level in 2011. But it's important to note that this is expected to grow to over 40% by the year 2014. You'll also see on here the fastest rate of growth is projected for contractors. And I'd also like to note that this is consistent with what we are seeing here in southwestern Virginia and in West Virginia. While these trends will shape the building industry over a long period of time, many firms are facing immediate business challenges such as how to win new work, how to meet client requirements for BIM, and delivering projects more efficiently to increase profitability. Firms facing these challenges must find ways to alleviate them by improving their business processes. They must examine how the services they provide will prepare them for future demands of the industry and their clients. They must understand why more owners and governments are requiring building information modeling and how they can meet this need. And finally, firms must find ways to work more collaboratively to improve the design and building process. And we're excited because we believe Autodesk tools, specifically the Building Design Suites, can help your organization meet these challenges. So let's talk a little bit about the Building Design Suites. The Autodesk Building Design Suites are comprehensive software solutions that combine building information modeling and CAD tools to help you design, simulate, visualize, document, and ultimately build better buildings. The Building Design Suite can help you design better buildings with intelligent 3D model-based design. improve collaboration between team members and project stakeholders, produce compelling visualizations to present your ideas more clearly. We also have some integrated analysis to help inform design and construction decisions, and the ability to create consistent, accurate documentation with greater efficiency, and improve and control over project outcomes with more valuable insight to the design lifecycle. The Building Design Suite represents an evolution for building professionals and contains many unique capabilities that can help you design and communicate more effectively and take advantage of more powerful workflows that are not feasible with standalone products. The Autodesk Building Design Suite is created to be a comprehensive end-to-end software solution that combines building information modeling and CAD tools. Another thing that makes the suite offering unique is that the Premium and Ultimate editions include a suite exclusive version of Revit that combines specialized tools not just for architectural design but also for MEP and structural engineering. This enables you and your firm to gain a greater access of a set of tools that can help you collaborate more effectively with other building design disciplines on the Revit platform. There's also a revolution underway, and I know a lot of you have heard about Autodesk 360 and some of Autodesk Cloud offerings. This is a way for you to connect virtually to infinite computing based on cloud services and a digital workspace for design and collaboration. You know, everyone has a free access to an Autodesk 360 account for storage and collaboration, and if you have a Building Design Suite, you actually get access to a lot more. And finally, what really differentiates the Building Design Suites is the powerful workflows which you can use, which are enabled by an expanded tool set and unique interoperability across the product line in the suite. So what software is included in the Autodesk Building Design Suites? First of all, there's 3 editions. There's a Standard Edition, a Premium, and an Ultimate. Let me talk first about the Autodesk Building Design Suite Standard. This is based on AutoCAD. It includes the latest release of AutoCAD as well as AutoCAD Architecture and AutoCAD MEP. It also includes Showcase, which is a 3D presentation and visualization tool. The new to this suite are also 2 additional applications. First is Autodesk Raster Design for raster to vector conversion, and also a new application that we're going to be showing a video on here in a little bit called Recap, which revolutionizes the way that we can capture design information and bring it into your software. The Autodesk Building Design Suite Premium adds the software that's already in the Standard Edition, but it adds to it the power of building information modeling with the Revit 2014 software. It also includes 3ds Max Design for even more compelling visualizations, and Navisworks Simulate, which provides some advanced tools for simulation and has features to allow you to better communicate your project information. The Building Design Suite Ultimate, in addition to the software included in the Standard and the Premium Suite, it adds a license of Autodesk Inventor and Navisworks Manage. Navisworks Manage includes all the capability of Navisworks Simulate, but it adds clash detection and interference management capability. This suite also includes Robot Structural Analysis Professional, which provides structural engineers with advanced building simulation and analysis capabilities ideal for large complex structures. The Ultimate Edition also includes Autodesk InfraWorks software for those who need to quickly and easily create 3D site plan proposals. The three editions of Autodesk Building Design Suite have varying Autodesk 360 cloud service entitlements. All editions on Autodesk subscription have basic storage, view, and collaboration entitlements. Cloud credits are units of measure that are used to pay to use some of these additional services. The Building Design Suite standard on subscription includes rendering with Autodesk 360 and Green Building Studio web-based energy analysis that can help you perform whole building analysis, optimize energy efficiency, and work toward carbon neutral designs earlier in the design process. The benefits are cumulative, so Building Design Suite Premium on subscription customers get everything I've just mentioned, plus access to structural analysis for Autodesk Revit and energy analysis for Autodesk Revit. Ultimate customers add optimization for Inventor and Autodesk InfraWorks 360, which complement the products in the suite. Now that we've gone through some of the industry trends and how the Autodesk Building Design Suite capabilities, let's dive in and call out some of the new products and features in the Building Design Suite. A couple new products that we've talked about in the Building Design Suite. The first is Autodesk Recap. Rather than beginning with a blank sheet, Autodesk Recap enables designers, architects, and engineers to add, modify, validate, and document their design process in the context of existing environments. Autodesk Recap delivers powerful and easy-to-use workflow on the desktop and in the cloud to create intelligent 3D data from laser scans and capture photos. Another new product, not necessarily a new product, but a new product to the suite, is Raster Design. And Autodesk Raster Design provides some powerful raster editing and raster to vector conversion tools to help increase the visual information on a building plan. Let's talk about a few of the new features in Revit 2014. The list includes platform enhancements, design and documentation, interoperability, and analysis. The new Building Element Energy Analysis tool performs energy analysis using detailed Revit models. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this feature in a bit. You're also going to see some documentation improvements that allow you to display alternate dimension units along with primary units for all permanent and spot dimension types to comply with some of the common dimensioning standards. Construction documents are now improved, and you have the ability to create non-rectangular crop regions that allow easier presentation of reference model areas and gives more efficient documentation layout. We also have improved interoperability between Revit and AutoCAD. You can collaborate more effectively. We've got some improvements pertaining to IFC, DWF, DWG, and 3D solids. We've also seen some significant enhancements to the API. The big thing here is a new duct and design pipe calculation API that allows third-party developers to create their own calculation add-ins to overwrite the default ones used in Revit. So now we can support local industry standards. So let's go in a little bit more detail about Revit. Let's talk about some of the schedule enhancements. There's improvements in Revit 2014 give you more control over schedule formatting and increased access to the data within your model. These enhancements can help you with text and table formatting for better customization and more intuitive access to the parameters in your model. Text properties and table formatting improvements help give you more control and make the schedules look the way that you want. Enhancements made to stair and railing tools are in response to customer requests to more easily model, edit, and document stair and railing designs. With Revit 2014, you can edit rail patterns and you can customize the stair winder pattern. Enhancements to run width, stair representation, stair join, and others help improve the quality of your designs. Railing transitions have also been improved as well as the usability of stair tools. Bottom line is now you can more easily model, edit, and document stair and railing designs to meet your requirements. The new non-rectangular crop tool gives you increased flexibility when you're documenting and editing existing layouts. You can save time by eliminating some of the cumbersome workarounds that our clients have developed in the past. This allows easier presentation of reference model areas and gives more efficient documentation layout. With the new Displaced Elements feature, you can create an exploded view of any 3D view, including a perspective. And exploded views can be used to illustrate the relationship model elements have to the model as a whole. And this information can be used in your construction documents to show design intent. In any 3D view, including a perspective, model elements can be moved by using the Displace Elements tool. You use this tool to create displacement set and move them along their X, Y, and Z axis to a specified distance away from the model. Then you can draw paths that connect these elements back to their original location. Revit 2014 features fairly dramatic performance improvements that can seriously impact your productivity. In this release, you have the option to temporarily suspend certain features that affect the display of the model. This option improves performance when you're navigating a 2D view or a 3D view in ways that manipulate the camera. Bottom line here is performance improvements can deliver a smoother experience when you're working on Revit projects of any size. Now, in addition to the energy analysis of conceptual massing elements, you can perform energy analysis using detailed Revit models. The Building Element Simulation option creates an energy analytical model directly from your Revit building elements and sends it to Green Building Studio for simulation using DOE 2.2. This new feature works both with and without the placement of Revit room and space objects. The tool also accounts for more complex model geometry like sloped walls, varying wall thicknesses, and plenum spaces. There's no need to prepare the model for analysis or rebuild a separate model, so now you can conduct more reliable, repeatable whole building energy analysis in much less time. The 2014 release of Revit makes using point cloud data even better and easier than ever before with improved performance and usability. The new point cloud engine allows you to link RCP and RCS format point clouds into a project. The point cloud tool can also be used to index raw format point clouds to the RCP RCS formats. New visibility and graphics override options allow you to control the color mode for the point cloud display. Let's move on a little bit and talk about Navisworks Simulate and Manage. Quantification is the big new feature in both Navisworks Simulate and Navisworks Manage 2014. It enables you to bring quantities from a model into a project. Quantification enables quantities from model properties, ties the quantification data to model objects without properties, and creates quantity placeholders for non-modeled items. The ability to go from high-level detailed models to virtually no details and still enable the proper quantity takeoff will support your entire project team from design to field execution. A workbook is also included that keeps a running report of all quantities in the model. And this can be exported to Excel for downstream workflows, including use in standard estimating applications. Now that we've covered what's new in the suite, we'd like to share 4 video presentations on how the Building Design Suite products can address specific architecture design challenges and help you meet your client requirements, win more business, and increase profitability. The first video presentation we will be featuring shows the new Autodesk product recap.
As more and more architects and engineers work on the renovation of existing buildings, the process of gathering existing conditions has become a critical part of the workflow. Certain buildings make the manual collection of as-built information extremely difficult, very time-consuming, and sometimes impossible. Autodesk Revit and Autodesk Recap, both included in the Autodesk Building Design Suite Premium and Ultimate Editions, both work seamlessly together to address these challenges. Autodesk Recap delivers powerful and easy-to-use workflows on the desktop and in the cloud to create intelligent 3D models from point cloud files via laser scans and captured photos. Rather than beginning with a blank sheet, Autodesk Recap now enables any designer to add, modify, validate, and document their design process in the context of existing environments. When using photos, captured images are converted in the cloud via Recap Photo and then exported as point cloud files via Recap Studio. Similarly, Recap Studio can create point cloud files directly from laser scans. Point clouds created using Autodesk Recap can be inserted into your Revit model just like any other data that you use. Since the data is comprised of 3D information, it can be accessed in all common views that are used today, such as sections, plans, and elevations. Using common view manipulations, you can isolate particular regions of the point cloud, and this is particularly helpful in gaining a better understanding of the various aspects of your existing building. And in order to create model geometry of an existing building, you can easily snap to point cloud data to create geometry such as walls, columns, and floors. This enables you to quickly recreate elements that depict as-built conditions. Using point cloud data created in Autodesk Recap within your Revit models, you can use normal modeling techniques that are already part of your workflow to create your model. And as the model progresses, you can begin to see actual building elements in place of the point cloud data. The end result is a consumable, rich information model that can be used as the basis of your renovation. Using Autodesk Building Design Suite, specifically Autodesk Revit and Autodesk Recap, you can take on complex renovation projects with accuracy, consistency, and confidence.
Now we'll show some of the new energy analysis capabilities.
Building performance analysis provides unique insights into the energy and environmental performance of buildings at any stage in their life cycle. This is invaluable to delivering and maintaining higher performing buildings more effectively and with greater certainty, both of which are critically important investment factors for the building owners today. Autodesk Revit, included in the Building Design Suite Premium and Ultimate editions, as well as Energy Analysis for Revit, a cloud-based analysis tool that is offered as a subscription benefit, work effectively together to help inform sustainable design decisions. For example, during the early stages of a project, architects and engineers can use Energy Analysis for Revit to compare the energy consumption and cost of multiple design alternatives directly within Revit. The process is simple. Using conceptual massing forms in your project, you can automatically convert concept models into energy models for analysis. You can even factor in the physical location of your project. Since Energy Analysis for Revit accesses a cloud-based global climate database that contains more than 1.5 million weather datasets and ensures that the accuracy is based on the most up-to-date information available. Lastly, Energy Analysis for Revit delivers easy-to-understand graphical results. Multiple design options can even be compared and evaluated side by side with reports that compare energy use, life cycle costs, and a breakdown of consumption and loads. Using the Building Design Suite and its subscription services, specifically Autodesk Revit and Energy Analysis for Revit, you can adopt more scalable, sustainable design workflows that fit into your standard processes today.
Communicating our design intent and selling our ideas is key to growing our business.
Creating compelling visualizations is an important component to winning new business. It's a key way to differentiate yourself from your competition. But often the process requires the use of trained professionals who specialize in this type of work. And generally speaking, this type of expertise isn't in-house, meaning that the work must be outsourced, which can be time-consuming and costly. Autodesk Revit and 3ds Max Design, both offered in Autodesk Building Design Suite Premium and Ultimate editions, can address these challenges. Architects and engineers who use Autodesk Revit can present their designs in a variety of ways to convey design intent to stakeholders for the purpose of gaining buy-in and winning business. Within Revit, there are many tools at your disposal, including traditional 2D presentation views such as space plans, sections, and elevations, as well as 3D views that automatically update as 2D views change. For designers who want to take their visualizations to the next level, Autodesk Revit also provides a seamless workflow with 3ds Max Design, a comprehensive 3D modeling, animation, and rendering solution used by architects, designers, as well as civil engineers and visualization specialists. By simply using the built-in export tools within Autodesk Revit, model files automatically export to 3ds Max Design, complete with building material, lighting, and even camera views that can be animated for the purpose of creating photorealistic flybys and walkthroughs. With Revit models and 3ds Max Design, both offered in the Autodesk Building Design Suite, you can validate and sell designs before they're built, rapidly iterate on a variety of design options through the use of analysis tools, and ultimately leverage these designs to deliver high-impact visuals and animations for the purpose of winning new business.
Effectively sharing our models is critical to partnering with other firms. Every organization should have a license of Navisworks managed.
Collaborating on projects with an extended, multidisciplinary design team of stakeholders can be a very difficult task to manage, especially when each team is using different design tools. The challenges resulting from this include lack of coordination, lack of insight into potential design issues before actual construction, and an increase in RFIs in the field once construction starts. All of these factors ultimately translate into longer construction schedules and wasted budget. Autodesk Revit and Autodesk Navisworks Manage both offer in the Autodesk Building Design Suite Ultimate Edition can address these challenges. Since Autodesk Revit creates BIM models where all the project views are coordinated, AEC professionals that leverage it for design intent and constructability purposes can be sure that plans, sections, elevations, and even schedules are all updated as the design changes, thereby reducing the possibility of inaccurate data. And for those instances when the project team uses a variety of different design tools, Autodesk Navisworks Manage can help coordinate all of these project files. With support for a variety of commonly used file formats, including Revit, stakeholders can aggregate disparate project files into a single model so that it can be reviewed in real time. You can even walk around the model itself before it's built to visually identify construction errors before they are discovered in the field. Common markup tools can even be used to document the errors. And for the conflicts that can't be seen by the human eye, you can take advantage of the Navisworks Clash Detective feature that does a thorough analysis of the project data, highlighting clashes and collisions so that everyone can be aware of them and resolve them quickly, easily, and cheaply while the project is still in its digital stage. With Autodesk Revit and Navisworks Manage, both available in the Autodesk Building Design Suite, AEC professionals can holistically review integrated models and data with stakeholders to gain better control over project outcomes through better cross-discipline coordination and earlier conflict resolution before construction or renovation begins.
Earlier we talked about the value of BIM and how it's changing the AEC industry. We talked about the short and the long-term benefits of BIM and the adoption level by discipline, all of which is pointing to the fact that BIM is now a key part of this industry. So how do you move to BIM, and what are the barriers that you may face? You know, I know Douglas and I have talked a lot about this, but a couple things that you need to think about as your organization moves toward or forward with building information modeling. Our most successful customers have realized that BIM, first and foremost, is a business decision. They've clearly identified how BIM will support their organization's strategy, and they have a common vision built on these business objectives. They've also acknowledged that BIM is a management decision. Adequate resources have to be committed if you're going to meet your goals. Most projects will fail without the proper resources. And last but not least, BIM involves changing existing processes if you want to realize the larger benefits of building information modeling. You will restrict your return on investment if you simply replace CAD with the BIM tools in your existing organization. So, to talk about the strategies and the best practices, I'd like to introduce Douglas Bray. He is Engineering Design Systems AEC Applications Engineer, better known as our Revit guru. Douglas has over 20 years experience in the industry. He's been a mechanical designer, he's been an architectural draftsperson. He has also been instrumental in assisting over 25 of our clients with their successful implementations of building information modeling. Good morning, Douglas.
Hi. Thank you, Kevin. How to move to BIM. You need to have a good strategy. Quality instruction is essential. Autodesk has many tools for building information modeling. Some of these tools are Revit 2014, Navisworks Manage, Design Review, and many others. Getting trained using these tools is essential. EDSI's training approach is using one of your projects as an example for training to help students see the implementation process early. Develop, plan, and priority for conversion of details. Setting priorities for typical company details conversion is important. Most companies have standard details in AutoCAD and they want to use them in Revit. Although you can import DWG files into Revit, have a goal in mind to convert them to Revit details. This will help with modifying the details and model stability. Develop company template. One important step is developing a company template. A good architectural template will help save time, and it will help with quality, consistency, and it will also help you develop construction drawings more efficiently. Some of these things you can have in your template are title block with company logo and seals, room finish schedule and door schedules that will show up automatically, a legend, custom walls, doors, windows that can be used from one project to the next. Implementation and integration. Walk before you run. Once you have identified your strategy and created a company template, you can move into implementation and integration stage. This stage involves dedicated people and processes. Start with a small, simple project. This will help your team get accustomed to a new workflow and allow them to see some small successes. Manage your content. Have a plan on what Revit families are needed and where the library will be saved on the network. Revit model maintenance. Implement your weekly Revit model maintenance. This will help reduce file size and aid stability. Keep in mind, you are not utilizing 25 megabytes AutoCAD files now. A Revit architectural model for a large project can average 250 megabytes. Collaboration. Project collaboration using Navisworks Manage is another very important BIM tool. This allows architects to see coordination issues early. The coordination process can involve trades such as structural, mechanical, and electrical. Navisworks Manage allows you to see other trades design in one model in which you can check for interferences early in the design process. Adoption and change management. Educate your clients. The number one important person is your client. As the industry moves towards BIM, firms must find ways to educate stockholders who are not familiar with building information modeling. Have a kickoff meeting and talk about the level of detail and set expectations. Involve your project managers. Project managers can look at new ways in managing their projects. The traditional workflow is a designer will print out a hard copy for the architect or engineer for comments and markups. Design review will help project managers to see project status of the model, provide comments and markups without the need to print hard copies. Keep improving and getting better. Establishing a learning path for current and new employees will set you on your way to success. Provide training materials such as manuals, videos, and in-house training sessions. Good management goals will help you win more work and set you apart from your competitors. Now I turn it back over to Kevin.
Thank you, Douglas. That's some great information. In wrapping up this session, we would like to convey that you don't have to navigate this transition alone. EDSI has a lot of expertise and experience assisting firms with BIM implementation. So whether you're interested in exploring the benefits of BIM for your organization, or you've started your transition and need some assistance, we are here to help. Just give us a call, send us an email, and we'd love to set up a time to get together to see how our organizations can work together to help you accomplish your objectives. On behalf of EDSI and Autodesk, we thank you for your participation today. We have recorded this webcast and will post it to our website for future viewing. We will stay on and continue to answer questions in the Q&A pane for the next 10 minutes. Thanks again and have a great day.